Hi everyone, my name is Audrey Knuth. I'm happy to be back here teaching you guys another tune. Today's tune is going to be a tune you might be familiar with called Julianne Johnson. This is a tune that it's really good to have in your back pocket, that you can go to old time jam sessions and play, and it's very standard and popular in the contra dance world as well. And what I thought I would do for you guys is teach you a version of the tune. There are like a million versions of this tune. I would teach you a not particularly difficult version of this, but just enough syncopation to make it really grooving. And so I'm really excited to be sharing this with you today. Again, this is called Julianne Johnson. I'm going to start off by playing it up to tempo the way I would play it for dancing, and then I'll slow it down so you can hear it, and feel free to sing along as well at this tempo, and then we'll break it down phrase by phrase. So here we go. This is Julianne Johnson in the key of D. There you have it. That's Julianne Johnson. Before I actually break this down into phrases, I wanted to point out a rhythmic pattern that you've probably noticed me doing over and over again. And it's something that is found all over in the old time world, and this is a really good tune to practice that in. And what that is this rhythm here. And you can pick, let's actually just do it on, we'll do it on the open A and the open E string for fiddlers. And let's just do that nice and slow. And what it is if I break it down into eighth notes, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like that. Like that. So let's just break that down a little bit and let's do that slowly. And this is going to come in super handy when we're teaching this tune. So let's go. Da, 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 go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yeah. So another thing, when you get it up to tempo, those eighth notes, those last two, I kind of think of them as ghost bowing, or as Rodney Miller, the fiddle player, calls them. He calls them echo bowing, and that they are just, they're there, but they're not as emphasized as the other notes. Right? I'm not really digging into those two last eighth notes. So they're a little bit softer to play. Let's go ahead and start playing the tune. The first phrase doesn't have that rhythm in, and we'll go ahead and play that nice and slow. I start with kind of like a hammer-on, open E to an F sharp. Like that. Nice. And for fiddlers, I'm starting on a down bow, and the next three notes are up bows. Separate, slurred, slurred. Yeah. Now here comes that rhythm that we practiced so hard on. We have two notes pick up, and then we're going to do that exact rhythm. In fact, it happens twice. Let me break that down. B, and then you do it again. And then you have the two ghost notes that are going to be A. So the first time the ghost notes are B, the second time through the ghost notes are A. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Exactly, and those notes sound so naked when I'm not droning. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and drone on that open A as well. Good intonation practice too. Ha! More. Nice job. Let's go ahead and do those 4 bars, the first half of the A part together. We're going to start on that hammer-on to that F sharp. Da da dee 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 da ba dum. 1 and 2 in. Again. Now listen. It's the same thing, and then we have an ending. So the second half of the A part is the exact same as the first half. And instead of the two pickup notes being F sharp and G and going to that A, we're going to have our pickup notes being D, A, and then we have an F sharp. So again, the first half of the second half of the A part is the same. And here's where it's different. And then we have that same rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, but now on a lower A. And you're more than welcome to do an open A, fourth finger, or both. Or whatever you want. Nice, and I'm finding myself doing another hammer on to that F sharp. Totally optional. One more. Cool. Let's go ahead and put together the entire A part. Da dee 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 da ba doom, like that. 1 and 2 and. So here's the B part. And actually, let me replay the B part for you so you can hear where it is in context, and then we'll break it down again in phrases. Here is the B part. So turns out the ending of the B part is the exact same as the ending of the A part, which is sweet. So here's the first phrase. And you actually do that twice in a row. Add some hammer-ons. One more. Yeah. Here's the next phrase. Like that. And I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up, separate. So there's a couple of 3-note slurs in there. times. Yeah. So we actually have all of the bits to play the entire B part, but let's actually go back to the beginning of the B and just loop those two phrases together so we're a little bit more comfortable with that. Da-dee-dum, da-da, 1 and 2 and. Let's do one more. Here we go. Now listen. Yeah. So second half of the B. And we're going to go up. And then we're going to hit the ending. Just like the ending of the A part. 1 second. Cool. Let's play the second half of the B part a couple of times, and then we'll play the entire B part, and then you have the tune. So here's the second half of the B. Again. One more time. Cool. And just like the first, the ending of the A, I'm doing a fourth finger and an open A to make it a little spicy. All right, let's loop the B part a couple of times, and then we've got it. Da-dee-dum. 1 and 2 and. And if you're wondering what notes I'm droning on, I think I'm pretty much just droning on the lower string available to me. So at the very beginning, I've got that low D available to me because it's in the G chord, which is the first chord in the B part. And I think this is a D chord that's playing, and so I can play that open A to help that drone, and then back to G. Yeah. And I find myself doing a four finger and open A there because I think there's a lot of, I don't know if it's arguments, but there are variations as to what you resolve this tune to. And so I just kind of stay on the melody note to play it safe because I'm not quite sure what the accompanist will play. All right, so that's the whole tune. Let's play it a couple of times, medium tempo, and then I'll kind of ramp it up from there. All right, from the top. Da da dee 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 da ba dum. That's how it starts. Da 1 and 2 and. Let's go ahead and play it up to tempo. One thing I forgot to mention is that you can definitely play this exact tune without any note changes, I don't think, down an octave. So if you're feeling a little fancy, so I'm playing it up the octave. Give it a shot and experiment with playing it an octave lower. It sounds really great down there as well. All right, here's the tune up to tempo. And there you have it. That's Julianne Johnson. Thank you for being here and watching this video. One thing real quickly, as I was noticing, playing it up to tempo, I can't help but play it slightly different each time and playing a little bit of variations. And I would strongly suggest kind of doing some deep listening with this tune. If you're really digging this tune, there's thousands of versions on YouTube and Spotify, and maybe pick your favorite one or do a bunch of listening and pick the things that you like about each version and kind of create your own, because there's so many little tiddly bits that you can put into this tune. And it's just one of those great jam tunes that you can play for a long, long time. So thank you and have a great day.